As he glided by the extremely small, out-of-the-way cemetery in his airborne prowl car late at night, Officer Joseph Tinbane heard unfortunate and familiar sounds. A voice. At once he sent his prowl car up over the spiked iron poles of the badly maintained cemetery fence, descended on the far side, listened. The voice said, muffled and faint, "My name is Mrs. Tilly M. Benton, and I want to get out. Can anybody hear me?" Officer Tinbane flashed his light. The voice came from beneath the grass. As he had expected, Mrs. Tilly M. Benton was underground. Snapping on the microphone of his car radio, Tinbane said, "I'm at Forest Knolls Cemetery, I think it's called, and I have a 1206 here. Better send an ambulance out with a digging crew. From the sound of her voice, it's urgent." "Chang," the radio said in answer. "Our digging crew will be out before morning. Can you sink a temporary emergency shaft to give her adequate air? Until our crew gets there, say 9 or 10 a.m.? "I'll do the best I can," Tinbane said and sighed. It meant for him an all-night vigil, and the dim, feeble voice from below begging in its senile way for him to hurry, begging on and on, unceasingly. This part of his job he liked least. The cries of the dead. He hated that sound, and he had heard them, the cries, so much and so many times. Men and women, mostly old, but some not so old, sometimes children, and it always took the digging crew so long to get there. Again, pressing his mic button, Officer Tinbane said, "I'm fed up with this. I'd like to be reassigned. I'm serious. This is a formal request." Distantly from beneath the ground, the impotent, ancient female voice called, "Please, somebody. I want to get out. Can you hear me? I know somebody's up there. I can hear you talking." Leaning his head out the open window of his prowl car, Officer Tinbane yelled, "We'll be getting you out any time now, lady. Just try to be patient." "What year is this?" the elderly voice called back. "How much time has passed? Is it still 1974? I have to know. Please tell me, sir." Tinbane said, "It's 1998. "Oh, dear." Dismay. "Well, I suppose I must get used to it." "I guess," Tinbane said, "you'll have to." He picked a cigarette butt from the car's ashtray, lit it, and pondered. Then, once again, he pressed his mic button. "I'd like permission to contact a private vitarium." "Permission denied," his radio said. "Too late at night." "But," he said, "one might happen along anyhow. Several of the bigger ones keep their scout ambulances heading back and forth all through the night." He had one vitarium in particular in mind, a small one, old-fashioned, decent in its sales methods. "So late at night it's unlikely. This man can use the business." Tinbane picked up the vidphone receiver mounted on the car's dashboard. "I want to talk to a Mr. Sebastian Hermes," he told the operator. "You find him. I'll wait. First of all, try his place of business, the Flask of Hermes Vitarium. He probably has an all-night relay to his residence. If the poor guy can currently afford it," Tinbane thought. "Call me back as soon as you've located him." He hung up then and sat smoking his cigarette. The Flask of Hermes Vitarium consisted primarily of Sebastian Hermes himself, with the help of a meager assortment of 5 employees. No one got hired at the establishment, and no one got fired. As far as Sebastian was concerned, these people constituted his family. He had no other, being old, heavy-set, and not very likable. They, another, earlier Vitarium, had dug him up only 10 years ago, and he still felt on him, in the dreary part of the night, the coldness of the grave. Perhaps it was that which made him sympathetic to the plight of the old-born.